if I can turn it. I wonder if I'm allowed to listen to music in the background. Oh yeah, my phone. That's funny, you guys. I almost just looked for my... No, play. It won't let me play music. Oh. So, I bought groceries for the first time in a long time. Like a lot of groceries. And I purchased raw shrimp. So I have never myself cooked raw shrimp. And they're gray. So that's kind of crazy. But the reason I'm doing this is because I wanted to stream this while I make lunch on my new channel at My Everyday Life Struggles. And I can't because I do not have 50 subscribers yet. So the first thing I did last night was, man, shrimp. I don't know. I didn't take the tails off right now. But I'm gonna add a little bit of water just to help. But the ice on the shrimp is gonna be the initial water. So let's get that going. And the cool thing is, I didn't know until 38 years old that raw shrimp is gray and it only turns pink when it is cooked. So 38 years old, I hope I'm not the only one. Oh, I'm right here. Multi-layer plastic bag, do not recycle, fortunately. So, yeah, so I learned last night cooking raw shrimp for my first time that it turns pink when it is cooked. I don't know what I thought before that. Maybe just that there's a bunch of pink shrimp floating around. And so raw shrimp, tailed, everything, but frozen in a pan, a little bit of water. I've got some raw mushrooms. So I'm going to cut butter. And some olive oil. And the reason I wanted to... So, side note back to everything. The reason I want to post this stuff on my new channel is because staying consistent is a big thing, and part of consistency is eating, cooking. Well, it's not how I've lived. The life I've lived never really had much time for a consistency to sit down and actually cook a meal. So there's that shrimp going low. And with my mom dying 4 years ago, it's like I have 3 recipes, I think, in my head that I want to make that she made. One is cold tuna noodle casserole. That was really good. I looked up a recipe for that yesterday, and I think I bought groceries enough to make it. So now I'm just going to take, for the mushrooms, I'm going to put a little bit of, and I should probably wash my hands. Be a good thing. Hello, the Epic Doge. I'm going back and forth between looking at my phone, watching it. That reminds me, I did a video on these and have no editing, no nothing. I haven't posted it, but these are a Swedish-made reusable recycled material cloth. These are really sweet. They're super absorbent, good for everything. All right, so, and this is kind of cool. You can already see as the ones on the bottom, look at it turn pink. Who knew? 38 years old. Shrimp are only pink because they're cooked. All right, I want it to thaw a little more evenly. So I am going to add whole water, turn it up some, cap on it. Hi, Ronaldo. I take it, can you guys hear me? Can somebody let me know if you can hear me okay? Anybody? Can anybody hear me? No? I don't know. I think it's working. Guess not. All right, so I'm going to let that dethaw. Now, I'm not putting any seasoning, anything in here. I'm not worried about that on the shrimp, and this worked out really good yesterday. I'm not putting anything in because I'm going to strain it once they're pretty much defrosted, and that is going to let me not strain out any of the flavor on them. All right, well, I hope you guys can hear me. So there's the shrimp. Now, I kind of guess, well, I multitask. So while I cook, I should tell you a story. Story time. So it's learning how to take care of myself, cooking. The thumbnail was cooking with love, or before I edited it, and it was like, all cooking is with love because you have to love yourself to cook. Feed yourself. It's like, man, yeah, shrimp are crazy. Look at this. And then you guys, they go through a minute where that shit's clear, dude. Look at this. These are clear. What the weirdest meat I've ever seen. Like, look at that. Right there. Look at that shrimp. It goes from gray to clear, and then it turns pink when it's cooked. I think. I didn't Google it. A friend of mine said YouTube to learn how to cook, and I'm like, I don't want a YouTube to learn how to cook. I was raised before the internet, and I remember my mom cooking, and I think I learned enough, a little bit of common sense. I did have to ask Siri what blanching was yesterday. Didn't know that. All right, so those aren't going to take, those go quicker than you realize once they get going. So I'm going to turn this burner on. And I love this super old school gas stove. If you look at my videos on this channel, Functional Art Forms, you see I scrubbed the burners. Okay, if Mr. Kevin, that was to me that the audio is working, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, so as this is not quite yet melted, I'm going to throw in the mushrooms. I didn't last night. I didn't think about it, but I am going to, as a, precaution to anything, pesticides, whatever, I don't think it's a bad idea to wash and rinse. So just rinse them off, make sure they're not too crazy. And then I didn't cut them up until a little bit into cooking, and then I kind of just separated them with the wooded, the thing, spatula. Let me get these that I dropped in the sink. All right. And what's even funnier that I'm doing this live stream cooking right now is I was just watching my YouTube save, watch later list on YouTube growth and all that. And the first thing the dude was talking about is not having too many niches and confusing. It's like, man, functional art forms, everything's an art form to me. Like, cooking right now. This is very functional. I'm hungry, and oh, it's that one. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, 3 viewers, only 3 likes. You know, this is just my first time doing it, so I'm not going to be too worried about it. Now, I did start. I'd have to say this is, well, that's fish. This is, I don't know, maybe I don't want to cross contaminate, so I'm just gonna. Well, it's already in there, but it'll cook off. I'm not gonna use that for the shrimp anymore, though. Just gonna grab this one here. And somebody should yell at me for using black plastics in the kitchen, right? That's how it goes. All right, now, see, they're clear, so I'm getting it just about that far. What I wanted to do last night, because I do want kind of a harder outside. Keep that. Pay attention to my mushrooms, and to keep those, I also, so the butter starts. I love butter for a flavor, but then I have some classic olive oil. Perfect for grilling and sauteing, so I'm just going to put a little dab of that in there. Good. All right, and now I'm going to get this out of the way. Throw it back over there, and just keep that on low so it stays warm while I tend to the shrimp. And I always like to put kind of the longer stuff on the back burner. Again, that's fish. So just because at that point I can it's out of my way as it cooks longer. So, and now this is how I drain this. I do not have a colander or a strainer, so I just do this. Works well enough, right? And another reason, yeah, so the dude's like, oh, don't have too many niches. You just confuse the algorithm, what your channel's about. It's like, well, my channel's about everything so far, and I keep it down to a decent handful of niches. Not too, well, I mean, it's pretty, I have a lot of stuff going on. But, all right, so we're going to put that back on, turn it down. Check our mushrooms are making some noise over here. Watch. Oh, no, that is the mushroom one. Okay. I can put that there. And again, messes are okay as long as we clean them up. So now the shrimp are back on the heat. Put some butter, and I just willy-nilly used the last of that so I could get rid of it. I'm struggling with that. There. I don't care. It is what it is. Okay, so there's the butter. I don't do any olive oil, but then I have some Kinder seasoning, which was really good on it. So once I get them, I want everything to kind of stick and be even. And get that around. And I just left the tails on till the very, some fell off, but it wasn't bad at all. So, damn it, this was the mushroom. You know what? It is what it is. Everything's cooked. I rinsed it off. All right, now I'm going to put a lot of that in there. I got some just. All right, everything's cooked now. This is going to be my go-to. That there. And these are super cool. They come in different designs and different things. But yeah, really good company. Now it reminds me I'll have to finish that video and post it. So I wanted these just to kind of simmer in themselves for a little bit. I like knowing that they're cooked, that flavor in there. I'll put the top on. I'll come over here. These are coming along nicely. And this is when I said that I just taken, some of the bigger ones that I left whole. I'm going to eat the whole mushroom. There's nothing I need to cut on a cutting board and get rid of. So just kind of do these. And then I do want some of the liquid to come out. So for the last little bit of sauteing, now that I imagine this is getting close, I'm going to turn the heat up on the mushrooms and really get some higher heat on it and let them cook. All right. Let it sizzle, get some of the moisture out. And I don't think I have really anything else I want to throw in there. So that works for me. All right. And that'd be good right there. All right. Turn these ones up a little bit. These ones are kind of sauteing. Also, I wish you guys could smell this with me. Man, this is good. Just that seasoning on the all blend seasoning on the shrimp. Let me show you here. Oh man, you guys, tell me. Look at that. First time in my life yesterday cooking shrimp. And you know what? You just do something until it looks like, have some common sense, some safe serve stuff. Don't contaminate too much. Like somebody's going to yell at me going back and forth. But you know what? I'm good. So there's my mushrooms. And these are just going to, I'm just going to put them on a plate and eat them together. Not anything crazy going on here. Oh, man. Now, last night I did wonder if I could have cooked them a little bit longer. So I'm not sure. I'm not going to rush it now. So actually, all right, man, that is going good. Look at that. And like I said, just get some of that going for some of that food comes off of there. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh my gosh. And then you know what? You go from being hungry and you've been doing the next right thing, so you just got groceries. And you cook, you go from being hungry to not hungry. And all it took was you, for me. And if I can do it, YouTube, anybody can do it. And you know what? I didn't even have to YouTube to learn how to do it. Does anybody else have the problem? They open up YouTube and then they get caught on Reels or on whatever. Go to Facebook. All right. Now the tails are starting to come off. So I noticed that, and I don't really want to be eating a bunch of tails mixed in. So I'm just going to let them go for another minute. I am going to turn the heat down though before this burns on there. All right, and then I think our mushrooms, my mushrooms, I say are. It's like, dude, that's how you know I'm a complete elder millennial, like almost Gen X is. It's like I have the millennial pause. I'm waiting for the thing to click and say, the director to say, action. And then I go so they can edit it. And I say like, all right, now our mushrooms are done. It's like, who was I grown cooking on? Well, obviously I remember Martha Stewart Young. Remember Rachel Ray? Wasn't she cooked for a minute? Who else did I watch cook when I was a kid? Really just my mom. Anybody else moms have the Betty Crocker cookbooks or the index card boxes? I should ask my sister where that stuff is. All right. Going good over here, going good over there. You know what? Now, turn these off. I think they're done. Okay, so now the plating is everything. right? Isn't that what they say? Plating is everything. Somebody says that. So I'm going to take a little bit different vantage point. Find me a plate. I usually use plastic plates because I don't like the sound. I'm going to just take these out. Real quick, it's a little warm, but I can snatch all these off. And then that's all it takes for these. You just give it a little bit of water and it becomes wet. And you just wash it every time. Good to go. I didn't know I could do this. Cook food. Hell yeah. Oh, I did throw a shrimp in there. Okay. So there's that. And they're kind of ready to eat with a fork. Put that to one side. Turn this off. Okay. Go, go, go. And take care of the trash. Washed. But there you have it. You're looking at food. Thanks to everybody who watched. Oh, yeah, I barely even promoted my new channel. Check it out at My Everyday Life Struggles. Learning some new stuff. Thanks, everybody. Take care.